we have blown our mind once again. We were just talking about the male and female body and we blew our mind. Then we decided to take a break from that. We came to space, then we saw something that blew our mind even harder. Guess what we saw? A neutron star. As you know, the thing with the highest density is a black hole. After the black hole, the highest density thing is a neutron star. Scientists believe that inside these neutron stars, we might be able to find the most dangerous matter in the whole universe. A matter that is called strange matter. You might not believe it, but this dangerous matter is very strange. It's a very unique matter that can curve the laws of the universe. Anything it collides with, it destroys it. But this dangerous matter could also teach us a lot about the universe. Before we get to know this strange matter, we have to get to know something else. What is a neutron star? Getting to know a neutron star is very complicated, but we can put it in simpler terms, and that's when a giant star is at the end of its life, it goes through a supernova. When a star goes through a supernova, the core of it starts to collapse in on itself. During a collapse of the core, the electron, which is the outermost part of the atom, starts to get close to the nucleus. And that's where the protons are at. And that's when electrons and protons go inside each other. And with this act, they're turned into neutrons. At this point, atoms aren't one thing anymore, but there's a bunch of particles around. As we said, the core is collapsing in on itself. When we get to this point and the atoms are already destroyed, there is two ways. It either has to turn into a black hole or it has to turn into a neutron star. If the gravity is successful and collapses it successfully, it turns into a black hole. But if the atom particles fight back and don't let the gravity win, it turns into a neutron star. This is a neutron star in simple terms. A neutron star, just like a black hole, has a really high mass. It could be the size of a city, but it could have the mass of a giant star. A neutron star has a life of its own because the laws inside this thing do not match the laws outside of it. First, I have to open a parenthesis and we have to learn something about atoms. As you know, the protons and neutrons are two parts of an atom, but inside those, there are smaller particles which are called quarks. Quarks do not like to be apart. They really love being with each other. They did an experiment on quarks, and however hard you try to separate one from another, it's not possible. Any power you used against it, it will counteract it. If you use a lot of energy to do this, they will use the energy against you and create newer quarks. In short terms, humans haven't figured out how to separate a quark from one another. Humans have split the atoms, but as you know, an atom is way bigger than a quark. You have to know that quarks are the smallest thing in the universe. The quarks that we're explaining to you are the quarks of a normal atom, but the quarks that make up the neutron star are very different and basically have their own set of rules. And these are not new rules because they exist 1 millisecond after the Big Bang. And that's why scientists say neutron stars are like fossils in space. And if you have access to them, you have access to the beginning of the universe. In a neutron star, there are no atoms because they're all destroyed. There are quarks only, and they're stuck together very tightly, and they're not letting go. We said all that to make you understand what strange matter is and why it's so dangerous. We have to get back to the neutron star, where quarks are stuck together very tightly. But if the pressure between these quarks are very extreme, they turn into strange quarks. Not only do they get stranger, they get stronger. And just like a disease and a pandemic, from one quark to another, it gets converted. And they basically all turn into strange quarks. And all these strange quarks next to each other turn into strange matter. A matter that we could call the most stable matter in the universe. This matter is so stable that it could continue its life anywhere, even in the vacuum of space. Scientists say that this matter is so stable and powerful that if it comes into contact with any other thing, the other matter will lose and turn into strange matter. Scientists say there's no way to destroy strange matter, but we can get rid of it with only one way, and that's to throw it inside a black hole. But we really can't do that. It could be as strange as it wants, but it's jailed inside a neutron star, so who cares? But we can't count on that either, because when neutron stars pass from one another, they collide with each other, basically like when two black holes collide. Whoever is more powerful sucks in the other one. During the collision, that's when the strange matter could escape from inside the neutron stars, and it could fly out into space. These strange matters could travel for billions of years. But if it collides with anything else, it's the end of its life. Because even if a giant star collides with a little bit of strange matter, it has to turn to strange matter as well. Because it has no other way. Scientists call a star that has collided with strange matter a strange star, and it takes a long time for a star to turn into a strange star. But when the strange matter's job is done, it's basically more strange matter, but a giant bundle of strange matter, which has the same mass of that star, but way smaller. But these are all speculation. There are very strong ideas, but none of these has been seen with the human eye. We've seen neutron stars and we could find them, but we've never found or seen strange matter, and it's probably better if we never do. The Earth will turn into strange matter and we will be stuck on strange planet. But that was a joke, because anything on Earth will turn to strange matter as well. As we said, strange matter is the most dangerous matter in the universe, but we didn't say it's the most dangerous thing in the universe. It is correct that strange matter could turn anything to itself, but it will lose against a black hole, and it could not defeat it or turn it into a strange black hole.